Peace and blessings, beloved Virgo. Welcome back to Child of Oshun. I pray that you are well, that you have your health, your inner peace, and that the universe has sent abundance and blessings into your life and will continue to do so. How are you, Virgo? I've been traveling and I'm back home now. I went to New York and now I'm back here to do your reading. And I try to document when I'm out and about, so you guys can see where I am. And sometimes I do the readings when I'm out in the environment or on location. So make sure you go and check out my Instagram page. You can see the video from when I went to New York. And I am still looking for subscriber number 395. And the subscriber numbers have increased. I want to thank you if you have already subscribed. Thank you for your support and for your continuous support and coming back to the channel. I appreciate you. And if you have not already subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit the subscribe button today, okay? So you can be in the running for the free reading. All right. So Virgo, I'm going to tell you, starting off right away, I'm using my Orisha deck as well as the Rider-Waite today. And your first couple of cards out, some of you, Virgo, are in need of some chakra healing. So you might need some Reiki. So you may be feeling a little unbalanced is what I'm seeing in the cards here. So I'm going to look at the rest of the cards and we'll tie it all together. I already did some of your shuffle in the spread. The Death card came out first here. Death card is reversed. So some of you you've already gotten through a cycle of change. It's already happened. You're feeling settled. And the rest of the cards are telling me as well that you're kind of content with being in one spot, one place right now. You're not really moving around. You're not looking to make any dramatic changes. Now we got the Seven of Wands out here as well, which I believe this card also came out for Leo. So I spoke about, I interpret this card as inner conflict or conflict that we have to deal with alone. Things that we have to take on, challenges that we take on alone, right? And these are obstacles. You see down here, all these swords at the bottom that this person is going up against. It's opposition, but it's something that you have to do on your own, right? And this could be inner emotions. I got a couple cards out here that are related to the moon. So some feelings that you may be holding in that you're not expressing outwardly. But I kind of see it being maybe some things that are going on in your own head, things that you need to fix for yourself. I have a lot of people that I encounter or people in my life or even people that come to me for readings that are approaching the age of 30 or they're approaching the age of 50 or they've already reached the age of 50, right? And so they go through these changes. Sometimes it's emotional. Sometimes it's a physical change. Sometimes they have to move or they change jobs or they get to a certain point in their lives where they're like, the things I was doing before are no longer making me happy. I have to make some changes. And I see that happening for you now, Virgo, regardless of what age you are or the cycle of life that you are approaching. I see right now that you are in the midst of thinking about, what is it that I used to do in the past? It's no longer working for me. But a lot of you are kind of feeling like you just don't want to move. You don't want to upset anything. You want things to kind of stay the same. Maybe you have a home, you've purchased a house or something like that. And you're like, I want to stay put. I want to stay where my roots are. I don't see you like really going out. You're being the hermit, Like, I don't see you going out and, socializing, things like that. You're very much content with remaining by yourself and in your thoughts and making plans. It's not that you're alone and you're not getting anything done. It's like you're making plans. What am I going to do for the rest of 2020, 21? That's what's happening here. Now we got the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands reversed. So again, I'm reiterating, no changes, no movement, right? Page of Cups is reversed. Everything seems to be kind of flowing along exactly how you want it. Things are remaining the same. Knight of Wands reversed. Now, I see you, Virgo, very much in tune with the work that you do, very committed to it. You may be networking and working within a group, or at least trying to connect with various people. But even with that, it's like you really don't want to be bothered too much. You're like, well, okay, I'll talk to you for 10 minutes right now, and we can discuss business for a couple minutes, but then I'm gonna get back to what I was doing. It's like you're just like not really entertaining being around a lot of people right now. You're avoiding that. Even though it's like you do it because you know you have to in order to keep the business flowing and to keep the money coming in. But you really don't want to be bothered. Yeah, I see the Ace of Cups here. Some of you might have you might have a love partner, and that's the only one that you are giving your time to right now. Everybody else can wait. You know. So some of you are kind of, snuggled up a little bit, and, that's what you're doing. You're in the house, and you really don't feel the need to move around a lot. You might be going to work and then coming right back home and jumping right back into bed, like that type of energy. Yeah, another Scorpio card. Eight of Pentacles is reversed. Now, because I'm looking at these Scorpio cards, some of you may be leaving behind some Scorpio energy that you were engaging in. So, and I'm going to get to the Mars card too. Leaving behind the aggression, the passion and the drive to get things going. Is like you've already done that. And now you're like, I'm just going to chill. Things are going to flow the way I've already set them in motion. I've already put down the procedures and the protocol of how this is going to go. So now I'm just going to let it ride, and everything's going to flow the way it needs to flow. Right? Now, let me get back to the Orisha cards. You got the Seven of Water out here. And you see these layers down here? This is representing what I was speaking about with the chakras. The 7 layers here. And you see this one up here is kind of upset. The waters are not peaceful up here. And this guy is throwing this pebble down into the water here as if he's making a wish for something. He's making a request from the universe, right? But this card comes out to remind us that in order to gain something, we have to give something. We can't always expect things to just fall into our laps without putting in some work to it. Right? And this kind of ties into what I was saying with the rest of the spread here, which is that you may be working, you've worked for things and you're still kind of working, but you have the realization that, I'm not going to overexert myself because what's for me is going to come to me anyway. I'm going to reap what I sow anyway, right? So it's like I'm not going to overexhaust myself. Kind of like that type of energy. And abandoning, again, that forceful aggression of Mars and Scorpio. Because this card is related to Mars as well. You see it down there. Down here, right? So, again, and we got the Ten of Water. So some of you are going through a spiritual change. You may be realizing that you have to kind of deviate from certain things. Some things remain the same and some things do not, but still relying on your faith and relying on the universe, that you're going to receive back what you put out, right? And that's the message for you, Virgo. Take care, stay well.